Hello and welcome back. Captain John here. So today's trip, we're doing a sports team. We're doing a college trip. So we're taking the Stanislaus State University basketball team, the Warriors, down to Fresno. They're going to play down there today and tomorrow, but it's only a day trip. So we're going to take them down, bring them back tonight, and then tomorrow evening we'll go back for the second game down in Fresno. It's about a 2.5 hour drive, so that's why we're not staying overnight. We're going to come back, sleep in our own beds, and go back down tomorrow and do it all over again. Hopefully they win. So I'm inviting y'all to join me on this little trip. We're taking this one, Van Hool. It'll be my first Van Hool charter since I've been back, so I'm excited. This is the shorter bus. This is only 40 feet long. It's about 45 people, so it's one of the smaller large coaches. Definitely not the minibus, but it's also not as big as the bus that I was driving for the NFL or the San Francisco tour, which was my last video. So here we go. All right, so we're here at Stanislaus, California State University. Warriors. And yeah, once we get loaded, we're gonna head down to Fresno. Well, these guys are light packers. There's nothing really to go underneath. And we made it to Pacific West, Fresno University. Gonna hang out here with the bus right here on the side of the street until the game's done. Just gonna eat my dinner that I brought from home and just kind of relax until they're done playing. And for dinner we have a beet salad with some feta cheese and a mozzarella, tomato, spinach, and pesto sandwich. Just finished dinner, and I was thinking to myself, what do we do as a motor coach driver after we've dropped off our group and we have to kind of stay with our bus because of this location right there? And I can zoom in. Passenger loading zone, but it says driver must stay with vehicle. Right. Which is fine. I was going to stay with the vehicle anyway. I mean, I'm parked right where I dropped them off, and I'm going to stay parked here until I pick them up. So, totally fine with that. So, yeah, basically just ate my dinner. Time to rest. I did bring my laptop so I can edit some video for you guys. And, yeah, so maybe take a quick nap. And if you've never taken a nap on a motor coach, well, I mean, there are the seats. You can kind of recline them. They don't recline too far. Or you can, if you're tall enough, you can kind of stretch out between, you can sit here, lay down a little, and stretch your legs across that way, which is what I do sometimes, and have a little travel pillow I bring in my bag. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do. Just kind of sit here, relax, call family, talk to people. Sometimes if you don't have to stay with the bus, I'll go sightseeing, go walk around, as I've shown you in some of the other videos. So anyways, they're in there playing their game, basketball. And yeah, we're going to edit some videos and rest, like I said, wait for them to come out. Drive back to Modesto tonight. And yeah, tomorrow, going to be back, pick them up around 4:30 p.m. To drive right back to here one more time. They're going to play another game against Fresno. And then that's it. We'll be done for the weekend. And yeah, I think we're doing another basketball team. I think we're doing Stockton. Was it University of the Pacific, I think it's called, up there in Stockton. Not sure where I'm taking them, but I believe it's another basketball team I'm taking somewhere else. We'll figure it out next week. So yeah, here we go. It's relaxing. Kind of boring. I'll tell you, it's a big difference. A lot of people have been commenting on my videos and saying that I look so much happier since I've quit trucking. And I want to make it clear that I enjoyed trucking. Driving over-the-road trucking was a great career. It was a great job. And I had a lot of fun with it. But I'll tell you what, nothing can compare to being home every night. Or almost every night. When I was doing the Bus Test Express down south, I was away for a few weeks, but I'm still close to home. I could technically drive home on my days off if I wanted to. It's, 5-hour drive, but 5-hour drive is nothing for, a truck driver. And I had the rental car, so I could have done that. And then, that overnight, that 2-day tour I did in San Francisco. A lot of these other trips I'm doing that I haven't even shown you guys here because just not much to record. They're day trips. I'm gone like today. I left my house around noon. No, 11 o'clock this morning. Got to work around noon. And now here we are down here in Fresno, and it's 4 p.m. And I'll be home tonight by 9:30 p.m. So can't beat being home every night. So yes, I probably do look happier because of that. Definitely the stress of being away from home is tough. And for all of you truckers that are still watching my channel and are out there doing that, I give you guys mad props. You guys make this country run, and couldn't do nothing here without you, and you all know that. But yes, I am happier because this is a great job, you guys. It really is. It pays very well. I'm making, on some of these trips, I'm making about what I made with Prime. Making about the same. But I make more money yearly doing this than Prime because there's so many other jobs that just pay much more than what our hourly rate is. And I don't want to get into too many details on it. Plus the cash tips. I mean, you get some really good tips. I'm not going to share what those tips are. You guys know me. I don't share finances on this channel. But yeah, really good cash tips. I would say in a year, you could definitely go over the $100,000 income level just off of your salary and cash tips. Very, very doable in this industry, at least in California and in the Northern Bay Area where I live. Very doable. So yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna get some rest, edit a video, and get this team back home safely. So right now the game is over. They're watching the second team play right now, just until the first half, and then we're gonna head back to Modesto, or head back to Stanislaus State University in Turlock. Drop them off before I head back to Modesto before I go home for the night. And then we're going to do this all over again tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. Just kind of waiting for them to finish up what they want to do. And I think they might want to grab some dinner on the way back. So we may swing by somewhere, let them grab some food, that kind of stuff. One thing I was thinking about, I wanted to mention it. Usually the college teams and the high school teams, whether it's football, baseball, all sports, basketball, I always find it really interesting with our clients anyway. I always find it very interesting that they're very respectful, especially the coaches. They're really usually really nice people, and I'm comparing it to professional leagues because I've done several professionals. I'm not going to mention names or call anyone out, but because they are our clients. I will say that out of everybody, the football, the high school and college teams are the most respectful. And what I mean by that is, they're very polite. They say, "Hello, sir. How you doing?" They have a conversation with you. They don't just ignore you. They clean the bus. A lot of the coaches actually make the teams clean the inside of the bus before they depart for the day. Whether it's picking up trash or things like that. I just think that's really cool, and it shows a lot of character for the coaches and for the teams that do that. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. We as the bus drivers, we appreciate that. On the overnight trips, we are the ones that clean the bus, but we do have a cleaning crew for our day trips, and whenever we bring the buses back to the yard, we do have a cleaning crew that works really hard to keep these buses looking in really good shape, which is not easy to do. Sometimes they have a pretty big mess they have to deal with. And plus we have a dirt lot where we park them, so it's hard to keep them clean. So shout out to our cleaning crew. They do an amazing job. And again, thanks to these college and high school teams for really being professional. It really means a lot. So anyways, what I'm going to do now is end the video for the night. I don't know how much more I'm going to record on this segment, only because we're doing the exact same thing tomorrow. We're going to come right back down to Fresno to play. They're playing a different team, but the same place here. So I'll try and add a few more things to the video before I completely close it out. So until then, we will see you tomorrow and pick up where we left off. All right, so there's a little hidden thing here on the Van Hool. I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but I was surprised when I found out. Right here in the jump seat, not all buses have the jump seat here, but right here in the front, if you didn't know, right here, this little trim piece in the dashboard, it actually pops out into a table. I did not know that until a few years ago when my buddy David Labuga told me about that. And yep, now I use it ever since for my put my laptop up there and do some work while I'm waiting for my passengers, or I get my lunch. We're here on our second night back in Fresno. We're inside playing right now, and today we have my favorite bus, the MCI. Say it's my favorite bus, but I do respect the Van Hools because they definitely have a lot of power. This one, when you hit the accelerator, it really lags. The Van Hools, man, they really get up and go, kind of like a sports car would. And I also like MCIs because you can change the color of the lights. I have them on red because that's the team colors of the Warriors, Stand State Warriors. So usually whatever team I'm picking up, college, high school, or whatever, I try to find out what their team colors are and get the colors to change up there, because this bus, this particular MCI, show you here, going to the settings, right there, theme lights. Those are all the different colors this bus has. Red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, and cayenne. So like I said, I have it on red right now for this team. And you can adjust the brightness. So what I'll do is I'll put on, when you're getting onto the coach, just so there's extra lights, I turn on the spotlights. And then once I start driving away, get around the corner, put on the mood lights. That way they know it's time to kind of relax and unwind from their game. And as I get onto the freeway, because they're pretty tired usually, I dim them like this. Get them all the way down. Just do a little bit of a light so that way they can sleep or chat amongst each other, whatever they want to do. They can turn on their reading lights if they want. They need extra light. So that's it. Now I'm just waiting for the game to be done. So once they win this game, I think not tomorrow, but the next day, I take them to Stockton Pacific University to play a college over there. So I'm not going to record that. I'm just going to go ahead and end this video here. But that's what I'm doing here for the next 3 or 4 days. I'm just traveling with this team here in California. A couple of different colleges, let them play, and yeah, that's what we're doing. So now this is like my third or fourth video now I've put out of showing what I do here in charter. Whenever someone asks me, what do you do in charter, or what do you do for a living, it's really hard to say because I do so much. I'm doing Bus Test Express, I do the NFL, I take private charters to San Francisco, I take college and high school teams to games. We also do what's called SPAB, Special School Pupil Activity Bus, SPAB. It's a California thing. It's an additional certificate you get with your commercial license, and that basically enables you to drive not a school bus, but a bus for a school, a motor coach for a school. It's a whole different thing. The school bus endorsement lets you drive a school bus. SPAB lets you drive a motor coach with school children on activities, which would be field trips. And we'll be doing those as well. Some of my favorites is going to San Francisco, of course, going to like the science exploratorium, the zoo, things like that. It's always fun because we usually get free admission as the driver to get in, and I'll be sure to document all that for you guys. It's a lot of fun. I'm a big kid at heart, so I like doing all that fun stuff. I'm in there playing with the kids, not with the kids, but I'm playing with the equipment with the kids. You know what I mean. And what else do we do? Yeah, we do a lot. So from now on, when someone says, so what do? You drive a bus, what do you do? Well, I'm going to say, hey, just check out my channel, because we do so much different things. And that's what I really love about this job. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing until the night before. It's really last minute sometimes. And a lot of people don't like that with their schedule. But as long as you know, hey, I'm working all these days this week. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I just know I'm working, and I'm fine with that. Sometimes it's like 5 p.m. the night before, I'll get an email with my orders for the next morning. I already knew I was working. I just didn't know where I was going, what I was doing. And that's one great thing about this job for me. You know, it's a personal thing for me. Every day is different. It's never the same. Unless you're doing line runs. And we'll talk about that in the future. That's another thing we do. We do line runs, charter trips for the tech companies and things like that. Definitely my least favorite thing to do. And only because it's just the same thing. It's almost like driving a city transit bus, like K1 over at Bus Life. You're just doing the same loop over and over again every day. And yeah, that would kind of drive me nuts. I gotta do something different all the time. That really, for me, that's what makes this job really interesting. Always something different and new. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks again for being here. I really appreciate it. Man, my subscriber count has been fluctuating so much. It's been stressing me out. I'm getting a few more gray hairs because of it. I think I'm just getting to the point now where I'm not even gonna look no more, because as I've transitioned out of being a truck driver and back into the motor coach game, you know, I went past the 3,000 subscriber threshold, which is amazing. And again, I can't thank you all enough. But I've also lost a lot of subscribers, which is sad. And I know I've said this before in another video or in one of my lives. You know, this is my journey, Captain John journey. It doesn't matter what I'm doing for a living, whether it's driving a truck or driving the motor coach. You know, I might show what I do on my day off one day, and it has nothing to do with the motor coach. So it's just my journey and my daily vlogs. And that's what this is. This is a vlog. It's not a training channel. This is not a recruiting channel. I'm not promoting store or my company. This is just me vlogging and having fun. This is a hobby. And I'm glad that the subscribers, my fan base that follow me for that and for this journey, I thank you. Really, it's from the bottom of my heart. It's amazing. And for all the negative people that have, you know, said bad things about this transition and have left, well, I guess it's meant to be. You know, if you want to be negative, we don't want you here. I have an amazing fan base. All my subscribers are amazing, and I want only the best for them in my content, and I want a very positive vibe here on this channel. So all those negative people, if they want to go somewhere else, I think we're all okay with that, and I think everyone would agree with that. So anyways, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I will see you down the road.